I was expecting a paw, and the paw did not come through, so I had to start. Give me a second. I just booted out the show. I haven't done like my usual preps because I realized that time is running out. So give me a second. Oh, wrong one. Okay. But how is everyone doing? Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope all is well. Hope all is good in the hood, as they say. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, I thought I just did all this. Come on. Don't worry, we'll get started. We'll get started. I just have to fix this. Oh boy. Okay, so let's start. Let's look at these games. Woo. Okay. Um, so we're looking at the first game, Aziz versus Samoa. Um, Dave is on a bye today. Yeah. Okay. Wait, how are so many games done so quickly? The rating disparity is so serious. Let's quickly look at the games that are done. Let's get the games that are done and find out like what exactly is going on. Cool. So we had a Sicilian. Yeah, if you are playing something like this as black, you have to know what you are doing, especially like you are ceding so much space to your opponent. If you can't play such close positions, don't. Right? Don't play an opening because of tricks. Right? If the reason you are playing an opening is because of this one or two tricks that your opponent can fall into, just give up on that opening. Just don't. Right? Not saying there's a trick with this, but I'm just saying people play openings because, oh, my opponents keep falling for this trick. You get to a certain level, people don't fall for those tricks anymore. Not because they know the opening, but simply because good calculation just helps, right? So just give up on such things. I like how White kept on focusing on this kind of attack, and he just keeps forcing his opponent to weaken his position, you know? He has forced all these pawn pushes. Ah, yes, okay. Their knight is hanging. Mm. Yeah, in your attempts, you created mistakes. It happens. Now you are forked. You win one, but the other is in trouble. He goes about it this way, rather. Interesting. Yeah, so I would not advise playing something like this if you don't know what you are doing. Again, because of the level of the players, because like their rating level, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's not because like the opening is bad. I think at some level, some openings you should avoid them, especially until you build a certain like strong understanding of the game of chess. Otherwise, you really like stress yourself out. You'll be losing and you don't understand why, especially when it's an opening where you are just aiming for a trick, right? Like what's it called, like a fried liver, those kinds of things. If that's all you're aiming for and your opponent can stop it, then the rest of the game you're going to suffer. So be careful the openings you pick. There are templates or patterns of good openings, just pick those ones. And that's what I really liked about what White did here, right? Get his opponent to play this move so that he doesn't lose the pawn and also stops the knight. Then he just prevents his opponent's knight, castles, and then shifts, right? Like creates it again to force his opponent to play another pawn push, which is a very nice weakness you're making. Goes this way, trying to create the same thing. His opponent brings the rook, and now it's going to become like very difficult on the queen side. Then his opponent misses this whole idea. That's the problem. Very nice. Let's look at Sarkody's game. Okay, then it's a board fault. Let's look at this. You have a Landon system. Please win with the Landon system. This is why, like, again, this is not a bad move. If you can't play, if you struggle with certain things, find out what is making you struggle and try to play against it. It might take away from your active plans, but it makes it easier for you to play. One of the problematic moves that your opponent can play in the Landon system is bishop to g4, which is why sometimes it's advised that you hold off this whole g4 idea until your opponent plays this, and then you play knight to f3, right? If you can't wait for that, you can play h3 and then play knight there. Yes, it compromises on your proper development, but it's better than nothing, right? It's better than nothing. And I personally know how annoying this is, so I know what I'm talking about. That's interesting. I was thinking that he would go here. Of course, your opponent will not take this way, nor will he take this way. He'll take with the knight. And I'm looking at this. Because you're having this threat. You can develop your queen this way and then castle queen side. That's kind of like what I'm looking at here. It might not be right, but let's just look at it. Yeah. White structure is very bad. The bishop is trapped, isn't it? You could have just gone here, right? You could have. Yeah, I mean, the game just started going off at some point. So Kisme, work hard at the Landon. It's a good opening. Work hard at it. Try and figure it out. Analyze your games. It helps. Are we done with the games that are done? No. Let's look at this. 4 knight. What's the trick? Is there a pawn push or something I'm missing? Yeah. But is that accurate? Is that really what does it? I mean, what's the trick here? Just want to be sure. Ah, okay, now I see it. So if you try and force this whole thing, you create problems for yourself, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that there was nothing else you could have done. He declines the trade. Ah, the bishop is pinned. What you should have done was fill this other bishop. Anyways. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yep. That was total decimation. Brandon, good to see you. How you doing? I know I started late. You know, somebody needed to talk because something serious is happening in their life. They called the first time, cut the call. Called the second time, cut the call. Called the third time, cut the call. Waiting for the next call, which was supposed to be the serious call. It never came through. So, yeah. Actually, I started the stream like some 40 minutes ago. Hey, it's good to hear. It's good to hear. So, how's your setup coming? How's the setup going? Are you done with your setup? Are you done building the setup? Okay, we have a Dutch. Okay, he's gonna. Okay. Okay. Don't tell me. Yeah, I always feel like, yeah, you want to go for this break, but sometimes I don't have this good experience with it. Another reason why I don't kind of like. Oh, really? I've not been on my Discord for a while. I'll check it out. My focus here would be to castle king side, but I mean, it's fine. Yeah, because like here, maybe things can open up. Okay, he closes it up. Knight takes. Funny enough, the king is now safe because of this guy, but he still wants to get it castled, and I'm sure he's gonna do that. Now you can't play your bishop here. This is like a half-winded analysis. Give me a second. I'll get into the group of things. Ah, it doesn't work. Okay, the knight. This fell. Yeah, so what's his plan? Why did he go this way? Yeah. What? Ah, the rook is hanging, so he doesn't want to sacrifice it. Would it be wrong if he had gone like this? Won't he still be ahead in this? Well. Okay, so this is the current position we are in. Black is obviously looking better here. Black is obviously looking better here. I'm probably guessing queen to the square. It's tricky. I mean, it doesn't get you mad. The whole point is that if your opponent takes, you take the queen. But the point is that once you play this, your opponent has this move. Then that's where the real issue comes in. Now maybe just go back, right? Can I move the pieces? Yeah. So here, let's see here. We can come in this way, right? Oh no, the knight is hanging. Actually, wait, no. You would have to take this first. Oh, my line is not working. Yeah, my line is not working. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. I was hoping this would like get us some advantage, but I don't think it's working. I think black just comes back. So what do you do here? Maybe here now, because if takes, you can take here, bishop takes, then you can play this move, I guess. Hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing? Broadcast link. It's here. So I don't know. How do you survive this? I'm missing something here. I don't know. What's the best option? That's what I'm looking at. What's the best option? This is the current position. He's trying to figure out what to do. Ah, wait. Why am I thinking here? Why not just here? Yeah, because now even if you do this, the knight can take. So you might have to go back. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think this is the best move. He plays rook to e1. Wait, that's actually interesting. No, I saw something else in that line. Sorry. I think I was looking at this, right? The opponent will take first. Wait. Takes. That's the thing. Once this rook moves, this guy is hanging. That's my issue. So what do we do here? I'm wondering, like, oh boy. I don't turn on the engine yet. How does black deal with this? Wait. If you play this, your opponent has to take first. After you take, then bishop takes. And they are down. I don't know. How do you survive this as black? Pawn push. Pawn push, bishop takes. You can now line up this way. Because now if takes... Ah, the knight defense. Wow. So annoying. Every time I think I found something, there's always something else coming in. Because you can't take... Maybe if you play this, but then your opponent can initiate, and this ends the whole issue. Sorry. So this is the current position. No, those games are not being done. They're not being shown. Wait, this under 17, under 13, and under 15. All this is under is that. The ones you're asking for is under 9, under 7, and under 11. Those ones aren't being done. How does black survive this? I was thinking about this And this one, your opponent has to go about it the wrong way, right? That's the only way this one kind of works, but it doesn't. There weren't many like participants, so the due to the low numbers, they had to combine them, is what I'm believing. And again, I think the reason is because like this is also going on at the same time. No, not this one. Where's the other one? Yeah, because this one was also going concurrently. You're organizing an OTB game. Oh, nice, no problem. I think the reason why we are not getting so many participants is because of this, right? This started before this, right? So my mindset is that many people have sent their teams to this. Again, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I mean, I've not actually not clicked it. Right? But yeah, I know that branding. Yeah. I know you are putting in the hard work over there. So I'm thinking that because this is going on, that's why we don't have many African countries coming for this. I could be wrong, but that's my postulate, because the participants are really few, right? When we go to chess results, that's what we found. This is under 13, under 15, under 7 combined. And we have 21. And of these 21, about 4 of them have dropped out, I should say. Because any round pairing you look at, this is what you see. Right? So, yeah. That's why I'm believing that they combined everything. I could be wrong, but that's why I believe they're combining. It could also be that maybe the DGT bots are few, which they are, so it can only cover just some aspects, and they chose this aspect. That's my theory. He plays rook f7. But again, like I said, it allows this, right? This is not scary. Because I take first, you take, I take. If you take, then I take. Regardless of how you see it, this is just always going to be good for white. Yeah, it's always going to be good for white, which is why I was thinking that, yeah. Let's go to the next game. Wait, Chief is playing? I saw him. Okay, well, that's my mind. Okay, Italian. Good opening. The bishop has turned into a pawn. Yeah, this is fine. Again, these things are all fine moves. But like, when I look at the ratings of players and them playing certain ideas, I'm always like, nah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. But it's good. I mean, that's how you learn. You learn by playing and making the mistakes, right? It's all acceptable. It's all good. But if you really don't understand what you're doing, this is going to bounce, like this is really going to bite you in the back. And that's basically what we've been seeing so far, right? We've been seeing people getting beat by playing the best moves, because the best moves sometimes are very complex to play, you know? I don't always play the engine's best move, but I play my move, like my moves are very simple and understandable, right? Emphasis on the engine's best move. Question is, do you take here? I mean, you could. Maybe you'd want to start with like pawn push. Now maybe takes first. Pawn push opens you up to this. In which case, like we have here, your opponent can choose to hide this way. Of course, it allows this, but this is not actually a good move. So maybe here is what you'll be thinking about. Yeah, so maybe you don't want to play there. So maybe you just want to block, and then if takes, you're fine. So I don't know. Takes. Let's say knight takes. Knight takes, pawn takes. Okay. Well, all postulates. All postulates. Wait, do you have tournaments every week, Brandon? Do you just have tournaments every week? Or like every month? Or twice a month? Oh, he took with the F pawn. Okay, that's fine. So let's see which line he takes. I'm just trying to figure out like what would have given him the best. I liked the F take simply because of the pawn push idea with the bishop coming in and then later on transferring the other bishop. That's why I like that one beyond pushing this first and then going for that convoluted line. I think I prefer that one. Okay, let's go to the other games. Is Angel Jordan playing? Yeah, she's playing. Queen's Gambit. Slav. Okay, accepted. I think that's what we switched to. I think we switched from Queen's Gambit to Slav to accepted. I think that's what we switched to to Queen's Gambit accepted. Anyways, yeah, these are all normal lines. I don't remember, like I recall there's something about the Queen's Gambit where you go like, I don't know if it's B3 A4, like some convoluted line. I don't really remember about that, you know. And that's a pawn. Chessfield, what are you doing? So what are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So maybe what should have happened here is like, I don't know. Yeah, pawn push doesn't work itself. I was thinking that maybe we want to play this, but it doesn't work. So you just lose the pawn, I guess. So Angel is up 2 pawns. Like, in as much as black is up 2 pawns, like I still don't want to count white out. Actually, wait, I can count white out a little bit because the weakness we have on black side is the dark squares, but white doesn't have a dark square bishop. So the only thing that can attack the dark squares is going to be the queen. I mean, there are like significant weaknesses around black's king. So white can still like create a lot of problems. That's why I'm not counting him out yet. Even though like black has 2 pawns, these weaknesses I think are significant, especially if she castles kingside. So for example, a move like knight here is something you consider. You might hold it off and play, let's say, like rook to e1 and try and goad your opponent into that kind of decision. Or maybe you want to play it now, because once your opponent plays this move, you kind of like have to eliminate this whole idea. But you would want your knight on this square. So I think your opponent is definitely going to play this next move. I don't see any other move as viable. If there's a castle here, then I think you are really getting yourself in trouble. Slim OG, I think that's what's his name? Slim OG is Clinton, I think. Oh, Christy is watching. That's also nice. We have Mr. Dave, Chief's dad, watching. Those are the names I know. There's another one I know. Hi guys, if you're also watching the stream, thank you for lurking. I appreciate it as well. He does castle. You want white any day. Yeah, I mean, the weaknesses are very attractive. So materially speaking, you'd want black, but future potential, I am looking at white, right? So yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it's completely over. I don't. Black really has to prove that they can hold this position, in my personal opinion. So maybe you want to go here because you want to stop this with some ideas of this. If the queen comes in, you can always dodge. But that allows this move. Okay, so I have to be very careful with how I'm offering the moves. Then we have this. Yeah. Then we can win the bishop if we want to. Though I don't know if you really want to win the bishop here. Black has overextended. Exactly the point. Yeah. Black has definitely overextended. So yeah. We still have a lot more game to be played. Oh wait, I'm behind. Let's keep going. Let's see how this game has developed. Once the queens go off, it's not so easy. Oh, okay, because you take the knight to check, yeah. Then you win the other pawn. You've gotten your 2 pawns back, yeah. Pawn takes, yeah. Okay. Knight jumps back. Why is... The person who shouldn't be trading is black. Your pieces are holding your pawns together. So the more you move them away, the more you're creating weaknesses for yourself, right? So now there's just this plain, easy plan of doubling your rooks if you want. Maybe you can take here first or something. Yeah, then you take the rook, bishop takes and take the pawn. The position is collapsing, right? It's collapsing. This pawn can push, but then it's always getting captured. Yeah. I mean, why even... Okay, wait, you should do that. I was going to say take this first before you come in this way, but I realized that this is a move. So, yeah. So you take that and... Tables have turned. Yeah. So this is exactly what we are talking about, right? You might just be here saying that, oh, black has 2 pawns. But when you look at the position, you realize, okay, there's a lot of weaknesses. Now, that is not to say that black couldn't have won this game with the pawn advantage. But it's possible, we are not analyzing through, but it's possible black did not really see, like, the best way to play about it. It looked like black took every opportunity to trade at certain points, you know, which was like off, and I think that's what made got them punished. Yeah, it happens. You always have to be aware of this. Don't just look at material quantity, look at material quality. And that was the problem. Again, there's still more games to be played. If you don't know your rook and pawn end games, you can still draw this. So black can still draw this. I'm heavily favoring white here, but I still believe that black can draw this. Sorry. Yes, I'm heavily favoring white, but black can draw this. Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, Brandon, I was asking if you organize tournaments every week or twice a month. Black played a game with only pawns. I mean, we can look at it briefly. A lot of the games are done, so we can look at it briefly. Okay, so let's see these decisions. So we analyzed up to this point. The knight came in, a4 was played, held on to the whole a4 idea because this is a very weakened structure. You do it twice a month. Oh, so you organize it. It's not like it's like a chess, a team policy. Nice. I recently hit 2,000 on both my Lee Chess accounts. I don't know why. I do very well on Lee Chess, but chess.com I always lose. It's why I often say that I think that chess.com players are stronger. I mean, I dropped from almost 1900. I was 1886 or something on chess.com, and I'm almost 1500. I don't know what's happening because I play on 3 different chess sites. on the other two chess sites, whenever I play, I do well. When I come over to chess.com, I lose. So I'm very confused. Am I doing better than, like, I'm so confused. I mean, I'll find out during the nationals. I hope I do well during the nationals, right? I hope I do well. I often don't do well during the nationals. Last year I did quite okay. And I hope I either have a similar or better performance. Okay, similar will be bad because I played very bad. My opponents blundered sometimes. But yeah, you can find the videos on my YouTube channel. Yeah, like Brandon, I really don't know. Like I wonder if I'm prepared for the tournament. So the queen comes in here. Obviously, spinning the knight. You can't really offer a trade of queens at this point. So, and this bishop is kind of bad. This move is begging to be played to activate the bishop at some point. Then the king comes up. I think at this point, castling is... Wait. Let's sacrifice. Trying to think of a funny plan. If you need some practice, you don't mind taking a couple elo points off me. Don't you mean giving me elo points? I mean, you are much more prepared than I am when it comes to the opening. So you often beat me in the opening. And the end game. I think I'm either equal or slightly better than you in the middle game. I don't know. I mean, you have a bigger win against me. Want to go through our game history? No, I'm saying that you're always beating me, but you overpower me in more aspects of the chess game than I do. Right? Because even if I do get the advantage in the middle game, if your end game is better than me, I'm always going to like mess up. And that's mostly what happens, right? I was thinking about trying to like get in this idea, but I think maybe we have to begin with this. I don't know why these people keep coming. Yeah, you do get the advantage in the opening a lot. That one is not even up for debate. You do get the advantage in the opening a lot. This is going to be funny if you allow this, right? Because the knight would have to come in here, and this is a simple win, I guess. Why not king h2 first? And my line with the king h2 that I saw was that the guy could come in here, and after the king moves, if we jump in here, then this. Why not king h2 before the sacrifice? King h2 before the sacrifice. Maybe this. Let's just play it out and see. Yeah, one move ahead. But what could our opponent play? Let's just I mean, actually, let's just ask, is the engine even considering the sacrifice? It's not. Of course, like, we're just trying to make it work. Oh, it's not that bad. Whoa, the sacrifice is not that bad. No, like, I'm sacrificing a knight and you're giving me this kind of a rate. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, it will, but it's not that bad. Again, it's losing, but it's not that bad. Like, it's not as bad as I thought. It's not as bad as I thought. Bishop takes c4 is what it's looking at. It's looking at this because, like, if you take back, I can take here. But it's not bad. Like, it's really not bad. That's the shocking part. It's not bad. And in case some of you are wondering why, like, I'm expecting to see like a -4 after sacrificing the knight, but it's giving us a -2, which means that there's something to it, right? It's not completely like bad. There's something to it. You know, you have to understand engine evaluations, right? Don't look at it the way you think, right? Because I've even seen super GMs mess up a -5 position, right, as black. And the reason is because it's a positional advantage that like, if you miss one thing, you lose the whole thing. So you have to understand the engine evaluation. The other chat is on Twitch. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wait, wait. I should ignore you. Uh, but it's not that bad. Like, interestingly enough, it's not that bad. I expected a much lower evaluation, but for it to give such a decent evaluation, I think it's fine. Right? I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't work. Castles doesn't work. So black here went for the check. Queen comes in, attacks here. Rook comes in to defend. Then the knight jumps in. And then this, I think this is a blunder for, for black. Black does a good job of, okay, my bishop is bad, I want to activate my bishop, but in the process loses the material advantage. Yeah. This idea, true. And again, the pawns here are also very weak. Same thing applies. Right now, this is even looking a little bit more tempting to me, you know? The sacrifice is looking a little bit more tempting to me. I'm sorry, I just want to sacrifice something, you know? I just want to sacrifice something. I'm looking at like this. Of course, the opponent comes here, but that's kind of like what I want. I want the knight to come in this way. He blocks here. Okay, we can't block this way here. Trying to find things. If you play well here, I feel like you have a problem as black. Let's see. Angel is always going to disagree with me. Oh, for the first time, it does agree with me, right? Yeah. So this is a problem. I mean, the weaknesses for black are significant. They are very significant. So what is the problem here? So I was mentioning how that white doesn't have a dark square bishop to attack the dark squares. Actually, it's kind of even worse for white because white doesn't have a dark square bishop, right? And all the pawns are on light squares. Mostly, like, you put your pawns on the colored square of the bishop you don't have, right? So if you lack a dark square bishop, all your pawns should be on dark squares. The reason is because the pawns are taking over the responsibility of the bishop, in a sense, right? But here, all the pawns are fighting against the bishop. That's the problem. Like, the only bishop you have, all your pawns are fighting against it. So this bishop is dying. Like, it needs room to breathe that it can't breathe, right? Okay, so let's see where we are now. Slowly but surely, he's aiming for this. If this rook is always going to be defending this pawn, trust me, it's over. Why would they trade off the dark square bishop in the queen gambit attack? Queen gambit accepted. I don't know. Again, this is why sometimes I think it's a lack of understanding. That's why I tell people, like, if you don't understand positions, don't play certain openings. That's why I say these positions are complex, right? They are certain, like, when it comes to analyzing positions, there are things you should know. If you don't know those things, first of all, and you don't know how to apply them, I don't think you should play certain openings. That's where, like, that principle I always say comes from, right? You can learn the opening moves, but there are principles upon which those opening moves work, right? Don't think that because you've learned the opening, all your opponents are going to play the exact same thing against you. No. Sometimes it just comes to a matter of, do you understand what a chess position is? And that's why you notice that in most, like, of the modern settings, like in the olden days, beginners are beginners from the opening, like from the get-go. But these days, you realize that beginners are very strong in the opening. But once it reaches the middle game, then they just collapse. And it's simply because they don't have the understanding, right? The understanding of chess concepts, you know? Because all the grandmasters are playing it, you know? Magnus plays the Catalan. I'm going to play the Catalan. I mean, now the Catalan is one of the most positional, like, openings. If you don't understand, you are going to mess up. Right? I've seen some funny bishop moves in the Catalan. Bishop here, bishop here. Like, what's the point? Like, why would I waste my time? I've seen so many dumb things in the Catalan I don't understand, right? So it goes beyond, like, it just goes beyond just memorizing the moves. You have to understand the middle game plans. And that's why, like, sometimes people might have a problem with me saying what I say. I mean, Aman Hambleton disagrees with me on this point. He says that it doesn't matter what, play whatever opening you want. Don't listen to what people are saying that you can't play this opening. I disagree with that point. I believe that you can't just get up and play an opening. I think that you have to learn a bit first. That's my mind. Exactly. You are compromising. So imagine like playing the King's Indian defense as a 1400. You will mess up. Like, you will mess up. Anyways. This is my viewpoint. I know people disagree with this viewpoint. And I understand why. I mean, the point is, if you keep playing, you get better at it. But I think to get better at it, there are certain things you have to understand first. Once you understand those things, trust me, you just get better at it. So take it step by step. First, learn to not hang your pieces. Then learn to view tactics. Then move on to, like, understanding chess positions. That's when we talk about, what do you call it? Space, time, material quality, material quantity, king safety, all those kinds of things. Master them. Then you can then say, okay, I can pick an opening. That's why you create your own opening. So the branding system is the Landon system. Accept it, you are one of us. Accept it, you are one of us. Anyways, I'm ranting too much on this game. Again, it's not an attack to anybody. I mean, this is a training stream as well. So I'm also giving advice to anybody who is trying to improve in chess. And again, take this from me, because, like, okay, like, when I started chess, I was also playing those crazy things. I used to play the hedgehog. I used to play, what's it called? I played the King's Indian defense. I played the hedgehog. I played the, I can't remember the names anymore. Like, I played complex openings. You know, I was just playing funny stuff. Until like I met a guy named Javon who told me that, like, I should stop with the complex things and start simple. So I went back to the Italian, and I played the Italian for a while, you know. And it helped me a lot. Personally, it helped me a lot, because I was playing everything that was fashionable and fancy, but I didn't understand what I was doing. Yeah, Trampowski, yeah, keep deceiving yourself, right? Keep deceiving yourself. Keep deceiving yourself. One day you will have to agree. What's my FIDE rating? I think it's 1667. I think it's 1667. You know, I hate having, like, a decent rating in chess. You know, I miss those days when I used to, like, play tournaments, and then I'll end up with, like, I'll end the tournament with like 145 elo points. You know, you play against the 1800s, you beat them, and then you just take like 50 points from, like, you win 50 points in rating. I miss that, because now if I play, I'm the one who's going to get farmed. I like to be the one who farms, you know. I like to be the one who farms. And like 70 people are going to leave the chat because I said I'm 1600. I'm gonna be like, a 1600 is talking trash. Oh boy. Oh, what was this? An English? English is also another opening I don't recommend for beginners. What is my classification of a beginner? 900 to 1400. 1500, there's a thin line over there. 1600 is decent, yes. What's the classification? Brandon, do you remember the classification? D class, C class, B class, A class. Do you remember the classification? I think 1600 is B class. Then from A class, we get into the masters section. I don't remember. It's an old classification level, right? Brand Apple just do everybody else, international, FIDE master, international master, grandmaster. But there was a classification where it was like DC, BA. Then we have the 2000s. You know, A class is A class is 1800. Okay. Yeah, so I'm B class. I don't remember it very well. I saw it in the what's his name? Jeremy Silman's book on reassess your chess. That's why I saw it. Clashing Rithu. How you doing? We're all beginners. I mean, John Bartholomew called an 1800 player average. So, I mean, you know, you could say that everybody below 2000 is a beginner. You could argue that. But then I'm talking about in terms of understanding of positions or understanding of the thinking process in chess. I think that people 1500 and above have a decent understanding of positions in chess. So in as much as, yes, you can classify us all as beginners, I think our level of understanding is not equal. I don't know if you get my point. Yeah, so don't get hit on that term that, oh, because you are below 2000, you're a beginner. There is a certain level of understanding that you have. But if you're talking about like, if it's about then proving yourself, I've beaten like quite a number of like titled players, you know? So then 1600 means what? There was this guy in my chat once who called a national master, and I mean, you know, based on your understanding in chess, you would say something, right? That's literally how, yeah. Exactly. Maybe, who knows? This is my mindset at 1600. I had a completely different mindset at like 1200, but my mindset at 1600 is this. Probably the day I get 2000 or 2200, my mindset will completely shift, right? So this is based on my understanding. Maybe because of the way I understand chess now, I think that, okay, we can classify these people as decent. But when I get to 2000, I'll look at the 1600 and be like, this guy doesn't know chess, right? I agree with you. A little bit lower, I would go just the 1400, like above 1400, 1430. I'll say that you are not so much beginner, but yeah, I think 1400 and below is beginner. Again, these are all our thought processes. This is, I mean, I don't think you can give a definite. We can all give averages, but I don't think I can give a definite. And I think mindsets change. Like, I don't want to say something that people take wrong, but okay, I don't know if I can say this, but you like, sometimes I see news reports on certain things. I look at them and I'm like, why is everybody making a fuss, you know? Is my name Lavanya? No. My name is not Lavanya. Let me look at this game. I'm sorry, I've drifted off the game. I mean, I like this discussion. I like these discussions, but let me just look at this a bit. Okay, so black here is going for a queenside assault, which is fine, right? Like I was talking about in the previous game, look at where the pieces are talking to you about. Now here, you don't really have what we call an apex pawn. The apex pawn usually tells you where you want to attack, but it seems like he has already created the idea that he wants to go for the queen side, and that's what his plan is aiming towards, and that's good, right? What? Okay, now I'm just confused. Why? You can still go b4. Oh, he just switched this. Okay, what? You are helping your opponent. He does want to get here. And okay, no, he wouldn't want to trade. But then this trade opens up this bishop. But the bishop will be staring at granite, right? Because if we are to get this move in, this bishop is going to be staring at granite. Like let's say this happens, right? Again, this is wrong. You shouldn't play this here. But let's assume this bishop is going to be staring at granite. I mean, a lot of them could beat me. It's not like I'm like the best chess player in the world. I mean, you can always go and check my games on the national, the previous national. You see that I do mess up, I do make mistakes. I mean, I'm not the best chess player out there, but it doesn't take away from my experiences, I would say. Bro, Magnus would have beef with you over that statement. Okay, so where are we? I'm a close third after Magnus. Who wouldn't want to be? No, but like he's really wasting time here. Okay, well, I could give him the benefit of the doubt because the position is kind of closed, not really closed. And in closed positions, you can do these kind of slow maneuvering moves without really making a definite push. I could agree with that. But he really did go for this. But it's wrong at this point. At this point, you're just weakening your king side. That's kind of like why I didn't support it fully. Mostly what you have is the knight here to replace... Mostly what you have is a knight here to replace stuff. I can't remember. Yeah, so now you're in trouble. So actually, White's delaying of processes paid off. But then again, White also has some weaknesses. Let's see if Black is able to take advantage of it. Knight to d5. Maybe that's what he wanted, because a long time ago, he could have played this move. But he decided against it. And I think that's what he was doing. He was just waiting for his opponent to self-destruct. Landon as White, Scandinavian as Black. My favorites. Again, somebody's going to be like, Scandi? That's a draw. I know. Right? But I've seen Magnus beat Fabiano with the Scandi, so it's not all bad. The thing about the Scandi is that you immediately put your opponent in your waters. That's what I like about it. Everybody prepares for so many things, but the Scandinavian is one of the openings where you are literally in Black's waters, right? You can't really fix it. You can't really do much. You notice that most of my openings put my opponent in one. Like most of my openings limit my opponent's choices. Again, if you've heard me talk a lot, you know that I say I like to control. Like I'm a control type player. Yu-Gi-Oh! I play control decks. Pokemon, I play control decks. Anything that has to do with strategy, I play control. So I like to limit my opponent's options. It makes perfect sense when you understand me like that. Right? If you play the Landon, there's little your opponent can do. Right? Unless, of course, your opponent knows you are going to play the Landon, whereby if you play d4, they play c5. That's the only way. But if they don't know, it's going to be a top shit everything. So I like to limit what my opponent can do. And the Landon limits what your opponent can do. They are always in your water. The Scandi limits what your opponent can do. They are always in your water. If you understand it in that way, then it makes perfect sense. But if you just look at it as this is what people view about this opening, then you don't understand. Choose where you are going to lose. I mean, that is my grave, and I'm going to die on that grave. Again, who knows? Maybe when I'm 2400, I'll change my mind. But I do know the public perception concerning these openings, and I understand why. Like, I understand why the Scandi is drawish. I understand most of my Scandi games end in a draw or in my win. Mainly because if I ever win, it's because my opponents don't understand the position. Again, as always. Okay. White is doing white things, right? I'm surprised it got this bad for Black. So what are we going to do here? After the bishop goes back, obviously, to prevent this move, do we just go this way and create more weaknesses? Oh, it's my hill. It's a hill. Hill, you die on the hill. Yeah, so Angel lost her match. Yeah, so that's what we're expecting to happen here. White is suddenly doing well. I don't know how this can be taken advantage of yet. Oh, how about knight here? If you take, this is the issue. You have Black is sweating. The storyteller, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Black is sweating. Yes, Black is definitely sweating. But you still have knight f6. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah. True. You're right. I blacked out on that move. Yeah, I was forcing my idea to work. So what Brandon is saying is that the queen is always going to be one back because takes with check, king move. Sorry, that's a bad square. Let's say the king moves here. You have this, and then I have this. Basically, that's what Brandon is saying. Today is just a tournament stream. I know today is supposed to be like streamer versus viewer because it's a Friday, but because I'm covering this tournament, I'll just do the tournament. But I know I play viewers on Fridays. But then I think, wait, let's go through it. Oh wait, yeah, I'm dumb. Yeah, this guy, this is just dumb. Yeah, a4 just takes. Yeah. No, Brandon is far better than me. Brandon is far better than me. What? Please, no challenges. We are just looking at this tournament for now. What? What? Why? Right, Brandon. You wish you were an IM. You wish. Unless YT in your name is it stands for IM. I don't know what you're talking about. What is this? What is this? I mean, yes, it's scary in the sense that like if you were to play bishop back, your opponent can continue with this. But then you can always I don't get it. Wow. How's Ghana? Ghana is fine, but right now we are getting in Hamatan, so the weather is changing. Brandon is about 2,000. I'm talking about OTB. You're 1,800 now, but you are close like 2,000. Or he's 1,800. I think you're around 2,000. I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember Brandon. I think you're around 2,000. Like OTB. What's your country's rating called again? I've forgotten what your country's rating is. Yeah, Brandon, what's up? Yeah, at this point, he's just, I mean... What is... Oh, boy. After pawn takes... Wait. After pawn takes h and bishop h8, you have knight f6 anyway. Oh, am I blanking out on this knight f6 move? No, I mean... You don't have this. Oh, Wait, no. It's not a mate. It's not. Oh wait, I thought the queen can go to the dark square. Oh boy. Yeah, so it was over. What I think about India, they are killing it right now. They are really killing it right now. I don't know if it's Anand's influence. But like, it's crazy. Like they've recently been on it. I don't know how it started. I don't know what began it. Like, they have so many good players. I won't be shocked if very soon the top 20 is like Indians, you know. They are so good. I don't know what exactly is going on there, but we have to kind of find, like, put some spies in and find out what they are doing, right? Something's going on there, and I don't know. I think people know. I just haven't researched it. Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, because I remember you're around 2,000. Yeah, so Brandon is very strong. He used to be my training partner until he said that I'm too weak, so he wants to train with strong people. Proud to be Indian. Hey, it's cool. You guys have to come and help us. Whatever you are doing, we need it. You always train with me. Hey, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Because I'll need you next week. We'll have to train every day because the Nationals is next week, Friday, and I am not prepared. Trust me. Like, Brandon, have you seen what's happened to my chess.com rating? I'm almost 1500 in chess.com. From 1880 whatever to I don't know what's happening. My chess.com rating keeps dropping, but my league chess rating is just fine. Anyways, let's look at the first game again. Apart from Christmas, hey, that's fine. What about Christmas Eve? But I myself will be going out on a Christmas for a family get together. Where did we leave this game at? Yeah, this was the game where White played that e5. Sorry, here. Rook takes, and so he took bishop takes, queen takes. Why didn't he just double? He could have just doubled. What was the problem there? This is not a problem for him. Rook takes, pawn takes, rook takes. That's what's happening here, right? Rook takes, pawn takes, rook takes. That's what I see. Even Boxing Day, you find to play. That's fine. That's fine. Isn't that what's just... Is black turning it around? Wait. Rook takes. What am I missing? Because if rook takes here, you lose this guy. Pawn takes. Rook takes, attacking the queen once again. If you do this, I think this is always going to be the issue. Because your king can't even hide here because of this. And also your king can't run away here because of this. No. Yes. Am I right? Let's look at this. I think black is fine here. Yeah, black is fine. Please give me a move number. Because when you just say queen e4, I'm not looking at the chat all the time, so I miss it. Queen e4, queen d4. Okay, so takes here, you're saying queen d4. Don't I just come back? You can't see the movement. Oh, sorry. That is my bad. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I was accusing people. Oh boy. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So is it here you're saying that? Because I can just move my queen back. Classic example of the streamer not knowing what he's talking about. After rook takes f3 the second time. Okay, so rook takes, pawn takes, rook takes, queen d4. Yeah, and I'm arguing for this. This is what I'm arguing for. And I'm saying that this is met with this, and then over here you have this. Oh, now I get you. Oh, I'm so blind. Now I get you. Oh, that is funny. That is so funny. Now I get you. So I looked at this line myself and I was thinking this was fine. So here you just go back again, yeah. Oh wait, you don't even have to do that. If the king does come in this way, I just realized that you can take. Of course, the king can take as well. But then there's a problem here. Okay. So I don't know what the best response is here. Because you can't play queen here at all. The bishop will just take it. Let me just see. Rook e7. But it says this is better. So let's look at it. So takes. G takes. Maybe there's something I'm missing. That's for sure. Let's say rook takes. It says it's winning. Rook takes d7. Oh, I'm blind. Okay. I see it now. I see it now. Yeah. So after takes, what do we do? Queen to g5 check. This is chess. You have to look at every option. I really hate this sound alerts. It's annoying. Anyways. Okay. Why not bishop takes h3 instead of queen g5? Again, the issue is that you're getting checkmated. So takes. Any absent move just loses you the game, right? Because you take and then this is the... Oh, wait. I thought the queen was here. So yeah, it says queen e3. I don't understand why queen e3. Ah, yeah, queen e3 to stop this, okay. Yeah, but if the queen was on this square, the reason you couldn't do it is because this is checkmate. So yeah, your move is fine, but there's still pressure on black. Yeah, so bishop takes is fine. But I think the point is that like this move kind of stops your opponent. King h2. Wait, is it really that different to play this? I think because you can draw, like if takes here, then you can draw. Is that the point? No. Takes. It's so much. F4 can also be played, yeah. If F4 is also one of the ideas that's mentioned. So like if you play, takes, your opponent takes, and you play this is also being recommended by the engine. But it's also very difficult, right? And a draw is good. Now, mind you that black was the one who was losing, so anything that black can get out of this is good for black. So if it's a draw here, black is happy. Because originally the position wasn't like that, right? We all thought that black was losing at a point. He went queen h6? What? Why queen? I mean, it does defend the lines with this square. Angel recommends queen c3. All I can see is that you are opening this threat up and then this. He trades. Initiating the trade, I think, is wrong. If anything, you want your rook to be on this file. That's like very necessary for all the plans concerning like counter-attacking your opponent with check. I don't know if maybe like the plan here would be something along these lines. Trying to get the knights closer. So like maybe we could go here first, provoke this move, and then jump in. Because now takes. If even rook comes in here, you have like a move like this. F2 is soft. Yeah, so moving the knight is a problem. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know, like, if let's say our opponent plays this and we come in here and our opponent takes here. I mean, something like this create. Oh, the queen. Okay. So now this queen move becomes ingenious. Interesting. So many positions are like colliding in my head. This sometimes what happens when like you calculate so many variations, you start like messing up the variations together in your head. I actually don't even know a solution to that. Like sometimes you calculate so much that you start imagining the pieces are in squares that they are not, and then you end up making error. I don't know how to actually solve that, but it does happen sometimes. So he wants to go for an end game. Okay, let's see if this end game is okay. We have a 3-on-2 and a 4-on-3. One side has the bishop, one side has a knight. Assuming the rooks come off the board. This could be a draw. But I think the side with the bishop might have a better chance. Maybe not, because... Okay, yeah. Because these pawns are on light squares. Can I find an interesting way to trade off all the pieces and test out this theory? Don't worry, I won't test out the theory. What would the engine think of a position like this? It's still drawn. I mean, that's the consensus, but I feel like black might be better. This game is fine. Let's go back to Chief and see what's happening on his side. Chief is always going to be winning. I mean, like, the guy is good. Okay, so we saw this move. The knight doesn't look good in an endgame. Yeah, that's the point I was also trying to raise. Okay. Yeah, this guy's... He missed it. Always ask yourself a question, like, why is your opponent doing this? At first I was like, what is this guy doing? Maybe he's playing something I don't understand. It's tactics, yes. I was also wondering, like, why is he playing this? Is there some deep hidden idea I don't understand? Then once he takes, it suddenly clicks, like... I mean, you don't win the queen, you can basically win the rook. But it's a nice idea nonetheless. Oof, the infiltration is going to be serious. Rook. I was even bargaining for this. Because you can just go this way. Dave is good. Dave is good. Trade off. Yeah, you have material trade down. If there's a king and pawn end game, you're completely winning. So you can trade as much as you want. I'm sorry to say, but it's like a disrespectful way of doing it. He just makes his opponent feel so useless. He just makes his opponent look so useless. Oh goodness. Like, we're supposed to try and hold on to the pawns and like develop our king to try and get closer, but he's just like, oh, take this pawn, I'll take another. Like, I mean, it's the best moves, but like it's interesting. Yeah, so Dave is going to win this. All the other games are done. Oh, we saw this one already. Was this the game we're calculating at some point? Yes. So this is the game we're calculating. So takes, knight jumps in, pawn push, check, wins the queen. Oh, he won the queen. Takes, and now he brings the other. Yeah. Is there a problem with the board? No, if you see moves you don't understand, the first question I want to find out is there a problem with the board, because sometimes the DGT boards do that. I'm at a loss for words. You are literally back in the game. Actually, this checkmate, I can see it. Let's see. If rook takes here, I mean, this is still winning, but that's like funny. I'm just in awe how he did not like. But why does the opponent want to win the game so fashionably? Like, oh boy. Anyway, this is where the game supposedly ends. It could also be a board error. Sometimes it does happen, so always be aware of that. Okay, we know Angel's game. How did this game end? If black wins this, I understand. Oh boy. Anyways, this is the kind of chess you love to see. I think we already saw Sarkozy's game, right? It's just 2 games that are left at the moment. Okay, yeah, this game didn't work out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's done. So we just have one more game. I always have to turn off the engine so that my camera doesn't lag. Okay, so how did this game develop? So his opponent wants the trade on this square. This is going to be a long game. I also hope Aziz can use this time. You can choose to keep the rooks on the board. But I think most people will just trade off, I guess. I mean, trading off also has its demerits because of the fact that, like, knight versus bishop, so maybe you wouldn't want to trade off. But yeah. A second. Oh, my songs are not playing. It's really cold. You need, if it's homework from your chess coach, I prefer not to. It's good to solve the puzzles, right? They help you get better. So take your time and solve it. It helps. Think through it and try and figure it out. No matter how difficult it seems, try and figure it out. I find it helps a lot more when you think through it and get it wrong than you just get the right answer. Mate in 18. That's a crazy puzzle. The best I can do is like mate in 8. At least you are like, what's the word? At least you know what you are aiming for now. Now you know that what you are aiming for is a mate. Yeah, puzzles are really a great learning tool. That's a lie, Warigold. I don't believe you in the slightest. One of the funniest mates I ever saw. I don't know if I can recreate it. We know what's happening in this game for a bit. Let me just look at this briefly. I had shogi, like I really want to learn shogi sometimes, but I'm not even done with chess, so I don't know if I would really want to learn shogi. But I hear it's like, is it Chinese chess? And it's very, very technical. I think it's white. Some of you will know this puzzle. And I'm sure if you've watched Searching for Bobby Fischer, you know this puzzle as well. It's a very common puzzle. I mean, something along these lines. I don't remember the puzzles very well. Forgive me. But I think it's white to move. I think it's like this, and it's a very like interesting puzzle because you would look at this position and say that white wins because white promotes first, but then you forget this, and then yeah, Japanese, yeah. It was a very interesting one for me. It was also very funny. But there must be a technique to it. If it's a lesson that was given to you, then it's a technique concerning something you were taught during the previous lesson or something you've learned prior, right? I don't even know how to play Go. Like, I tried playing Go, but like I never learned, like I've not sat down to learn it. Like, you know, with chess, I learned chess theory, I learned like how the pieces move, I learned calculation, but I never actually learned them. I just played them and I realized that I had no idea what I was doing. Go is also very interesting. I apparently Go is more complex than chess, because like checkers, again, if somebody wants to attack me, that's fine. I think in comparison, checkers is not. Again, I've not played checkers that much. I mean, even checkers, I think there are many different. I think drafts and checkers are different or something like that. But I think it's Go, shogi, chess, and then checkers. That's what I think. Again, I've not studied them deeply to give a much deeper like understanding. So this is just me on the only one I've played is chess. But like when I look at some of them, I see it as like Go, shogi, chess, and then checkers. I even tried. I tried learning it by reading the manga. That manga about that's similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! The guy who likes Go but he was bad at it. Then the spirit of the world Go champion or whatever entered him and was teaching him how to play, something like that. But I haven't actually learned them. But what the idea I get from it is that that's it. You use only the puzzles from books. Yeah. So that means the solutions at the back. So just take your time and try and solve it. I wouldn't want to take that away from you. It's like when you even learn, I don't know if you've ever done this woodpecker method. I have no idea what that game is, to be frank. This move is actually like, is he playing this move to free the bishop? That could be the only explanation. Because now you have this. Why is white thinking? Because like taking puts him in a bad position. This pawn is hanging, right? Okay, you can't play this immediately because of this. But the fact that this bishop gets free and then you can start targeting the pawns is a problem. So he's just wondering like what to do. Maybe he's thinking, the first move that comes to anybody's mind here is to take, but maybe he's also thinking about this. Which Miro has it. Sorry. Free knight. That's not a free knight. Free knight again? I don't get you. What do you mean by free knight? Like the knight is free to move? What do you mean by free knight? I don't get it. D takes e6. D takes e6. How? I don't get D takes e6. What line are we looking at? What line are we looking at with D takes e6? Over here. D takes E5. How? I'm confused. This is the position we are in. When you recapture the pawn, his pawn, he can pin the knight to the king. Am I blind? I'm not getting it. I don't know. I think I'm being blind here. I don't. Why am I not seeing it? I should just see it normally after this, like quick. The knight is hanging on E5. Okay, so take 6. What a lie. Oh, you're looking at this line. Oh, come on, guys. You should... I didn't know you were looking at this line. I don't know you look at this line. Like I was, this was just a subtle, like this is just a subtle like line I was looking at. I was just saying that maybe he was trying to do this. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys are going to see that I've done it. I think I'm ahead of the stream. Yeah, I think I'm ahead of the stream. But you guys see that I figured out what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I was like, what? Oh, serious. Yes, you are right. Yes, you are right. Then you're also talking about the fact that if there's takes here or something. Yeah, so this is the line. This is the other line. Oh, okay. And you mean this? Because I'm blinded by the fact that yes, I missed this one as well. Yes, I missed this one as well. Yeah. So again, the problem is that I think because of the way my stream is, to ensure that the stream runs smoothly, it's a little bit delayed. So yeah, that's kind of like thing. So I see it. Yeah, I don't know why I was blinded by that. Yeah, that's just dumb. Yeah, you're completely right. Yes, you guys are right. I'm wrong. Jesus. I don't know what I was thinking about this. I don't know. I saw the fork and I was like, oh, it solved the problem. I forget that this just exists. I really don't know why. So yeah, you can't defend this guy. Arjun, you're welcome back. Yeah, you're all correct. You guys are all correct. Streamer brain malfunction. So maybe that's what he's calculating. Like, how can I get the best out of this position without losing much? He could, for example, play this. Takes here. And bishop defense. I was trying to think of a line where, for example, like, you can play takes, and then this, and then you can step in here. But it doesn't work. Doesn't work. I don't know how I couldn't figure out what you guys are talking about. It's just sad. I'm in a very tough position in a correspondence game, and I'm hoping to get better. So eventually get this line. It doesn't work if you go this way. So I think he's just going to go here. I wonder, like, I wonder how it would have been being the viewer and being frustrated that what you're saying is not being understood. It's like, bro, because he wrote free knight again. D takes e6, D takes e5, D takes e5. He said, it's all right, bro. Don't get sad about it. Everyone makes mistakes. Don't worry. I'm okay about it. He said, White played king f1 too quickly. Now he's thinking. Yeah. And that's the problem with this position. That's the thing about end games. The position is too specific. So personally, I would have expected him to play knight here first. Getting the knight out. It makes it difficult for your opponent to play this. And at the same time, like if your opponent does play this, you can play this, right? That way, if takes, now this position is kind of held. The problem with this position as well is that this is good for black, again, in the sense that black can get access to this one first. So what you might have to, I mean, you can't, like if white was moving first, he has something he can do. Like you can play this and this, but now it's not possible. Yeah, this is losing, like black is just fine. So yeah, playing this king f1 move was a problem. It may not have been the losing idea, but it caused problems. At this point, he's losing. Let's see if king f1 is... King f1 is the third best move. And it says ignore it and go king e2. With another consideration. Oh, you see, this is the thing about end games, right? Like, it's so much. So much. At this point, it's just losing. Knight d2 f4 was probably better. As in here, sorry. Knight d2 and then f4. Let's calculate this line again. But there is this idea, right? No, it's too late. At this point, it's too late. White can't do anything. Even if the white king could hold off these 3 pawns, which it can't do anything. Is he going to try and cement the pawn? Because that doesn't work as well, right? Like if king comes in here, you shouldn't try and cement it because this is just fine. Like it's just completely bad. The knight, and this is the disadvantage of the knight versus the bishop in the end game. It can't defend both sides. It's just over. Hey, Mensa, how you doing? I don't remember the name, but I remember the profile pic. How you doing? Good to see you. Like, imagine your position being so bad that your opponent can allow you to fork. So sad. Holdable? No, I disagree. Like, unless black falls asleep at the wheel, I don't see this being held. I don't see any variation where this is holdable. I'm good as well. It's good to see you. Not this one. Which position exactly? Which one are you talking about? The one with the knight and then the pawn? This one. Sorry. The knight d2 line. So yeah, the first one we looked at. Yeah, the first line with sorry, here takes. Yeah, this is holdable, definitely. This is holdable. I would agree with you here. Well, like I have my misgivings, and I'm not so sure. Like king comes in here, bishop comes in here, king comes in here, pawn push. I think we make progress. Yeah, I think, yeah. But the point, what I fear for this is that this king is now going to operate on this side. This is the current position. Oh wait, the under 11s exist? Oh shizzy, wait, give me a second. I just saw a message. Wait, I think the under 11s is there. How many rounds? It's 9 rounds. Unfortunately, I won't be streaming the other round. I'll only stream 1 round a day because I have lots of things I do during the evening. Oh, did I really not see this? Oh, that's gonna be sad because I really wanted to watch Redam's games. Oh, I hope I didn't miss. Oh, and the nice games were being shown. Are you kidding me? I had no idea. Oh, because I really wanted to watch her games. I really wanted to watch this girl's games. Oh, I should have taken more attention. I'll have to make a video on this. I really wanted to look at her games, I kid you not. I don't talk about the game so much. Oh yeah, Kingsley, how you doing? Yeah, I do. I think it still works, right? I have to move the Facebook because I really, with the Twitter work, let me check. Actually, I'm now realizing I have to go and edit these things. I have to add the TikTok as well so that I can DM me there. Unfortunately, I'm not really into social media. I struggle, like I have to make a mental note to check my email and all that stuff.
Does it really lead to? It still leads to it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it still leads to it. That's fine. I'm actually pissed off that I didn't know about this. I really wanted to follow Redham's games. Like, she's a very promising kid. Roshan, how you doing? Let me check the results and see how well she's doing. I expect her to be like top 3. At least if my understanding of her skill is decent. Oh, I'm actually very hurt about it. She's not top 3. She's rather losing rating. Damn, that's crazy. Majority of, I'm guessing she lost to these guys, and that makes sense, right? She beat. Yeah, she lost to Jedediah. That's fine. She drew. She lost to Jeshron again. That's fine. Yeah, she lost to all the rated players. But she's using 40 rating points is crazy. She's going to 1300. Now, why? I like, from when she was introduced and from when I saw her, by now she should be equal. She's 9. I mean, like, ideally she wouldn't play some of these guys, right? So if there were many participants, I think she'd have been first in her own rating range. I hope I'm not giving misinformation. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm actually like hurt. We are still on this end game. What happened whilst I wasn't looking? So he did go here. You can't DM me on Twitter. Okay, I mean, with a K factor of 40, yes, she can always get it back. But the question is, like, how? Because majority of the people she's going to play within her age range are not rated. So she's not gaining any rating. She has to beat the rated people. Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to find something for you, Kingsley. I can't remember. I can't seem to get it from memory. That's why. But thank you for. I'll go and edit these links again. I'll go and edit them again. Yes, Jeshron is killing it. Please be correct. Oh, thank God. I mean, right now you're seeing that the kids that are doing well are from families. So we have the Richardsons, we have the Kwanzas, and then we have the Price Tandos, right? Okay. I have to edit all these. So I'll do it after the stream so I don't forget. Okay. Oh boy. Wait, is Jedediah stronger than Jeshurun or Jeshurun is stronger than Jedediah? I actually don't know. How long until White sees that it's impossible? Oh yes, I do. I think it's on my YouTube. So my YouTube in the description of most of my videos. On the lives it's not there, but on most of my videos, I give my email that if you do want training, then you can access me on it. I think Black is having the same mindset as Wari Gold. He believes it's holdable. It's a coach missing me. I think so far like the best people in-person tournament for senior high schools. Yes, I think Maxwell does that. No, he does tertiary. I don't know. Achimota has one, but I don't know if there's a general. I think there's a general one. Yeah, I think there's a general one because I remember Dave went to play and then he beat them. I don't remember what the title of the tournament is. Maxwell the one who can give that information. I think that the people that I have coached that like I was very proud of were how is that? I can't remember their names. It's amazing. Keith and Chloe. Yeah. Wait, you don't do the Kings versus Queens College tournaments anymore? There's often this like school games. There's always these like school games where they invite the Queens College from Nigeria, Kings and Queens College from Nigeria to come and play against us. It was held like I think every year, every 2 years or something like that. They've stopped. That would be crazy. It would be crazy if they've actually stopped. But let me reach out to Maxwell about that, right? He'll be at work by now. Usually, I like disturbing Maxwell is always at work. He's mostly at work and he doesn't like calls, but I'm always calling him. So I'm sure sometimes he gets pissed off, but it's fine. Let me see if he picks up, that's fine. If he doesn't pick up, I understand that he's at work. And I just like to piss him off. But he's a chill guy. I mean, he's a cool guy. Second year. Oh, okay. Bye. Okay. That's like strange. Can't believe it. If he doesn't pick up, it's because he's at work, but I don't care. I'm sure he's just going to be like, Manuel, stop calling me during the day. Oh, you picked up. Okay. Can you believe he sent me to voicemail? I'm going to send him a text as well. I'm sure one day he's just going to be like, Manuel, stop calling me during the day. We are aspiring for the chess president. Oh, that's cool. You can always call any of us. Just let us know if you maybe if you want to have like a training seminar, you can call any of us. We are all willing to help. I mean, if anyone, I don't know, many people don't know him. Joel Klu. He was in the University of Ghana. He was called, or he himself, I think, offered. He came over like some 2 or 3 days just to train us. Yeah. We are always willing. So just let us know, give us a day, and we'll definitely come in. So just let us know. I know they do hold online tournaments, but over the board, I think there's 1 or 2 that they hold. I'm not so sure. We have the AYCC, but that is not always in Ghana. That's the African Youth Chess Championships. We have another one. Like why can't I remember the Youth Championships? Can someone remind me? But that's what you wanted to ask. I mean, you can always call us. We are always ready. Just give us a date and we'll be there. Maxwell is a national instructor, so we are always willing. Is Bruce still the coach of the chess club? Well, currently the problem I have for for someone to become good at chess, the person actually has to be interested. It's difficult to become good in chess if you are not interested, because it's torture, right? To even understand some concepts is torture. So I'll say that some of them are not really maybe that motivated. You could inspire motivation in them. I mean, you could. One of the things I normally like try and tell my kids is that chess is very international, right? So it gives you opportunity to travel. Really? But Sir Bruce is still in the school, right? Sir Bruce is still in the school, but he's no longer like in charge of the chess club. Oh, then the chess club is really good. They used to think about us. I mean, they used to think about us. I'm serious. Because at the point in time, it's like we weren't getting points anywhere, and chess was the only one where that means she's not part of the school anymore. The school has changed. I finished the school in 2014. 2015. Yeah, 2014. And it's been, what, 10 years since I left the school. So, yeah, I mean, many things can change. Because some of you have not heard of Casa, Mr. Samoa. I mean, I think Torcha has also left the school. Chocho is no longer the head. No longer the headmistress. This night is very like bad right now. Yeah, Manakura. This night is just bad. Even if the knight was to come in here, there's no active squares. This is the classic. Casa still in Kwapon house? I was heard he was. Wow. I was told he was relieved of his position. Oh yeah, in Kwapon. I was also in Park House. Okay, we no longer call it Park House. I was also in Kwapon. I don't know if he still remembers me. He was one of my like closest friends, Casa. I was told he had been relieved of his position, or like he was removed from the school. I don't use the word sacked, but I don't think he was sacked. I think he was just relieved. Oh, I never knew he was still around. Oh, okay, so he still lives in that house, yeah. I mean, he's a chill guy if you know him. He's very strict, but he's very chill if you know him. Most people avoid him, but I was one of the few students who didn't avoid him. He was a very nice guy. And very powerful and influential, you know. He would always like call me. Like I could be in the hostel and then he would just call me and have a chat with me. There are times he would also call me and send me like out of school bounds. And whenever he sends me out of school bounds, and then I meet a lecturer, he tells them that if anybody asks you where you are going, simply say Casa sent me. That listen, like it was like a magic word. It doesn't matter who meets you, just say Casa sent me and they're like, carry on. It's crazy. So he would let me go like break bounds. I would go and buy food for him, ingredients for him. I would buy anything for him. Then I would come back and he would give me the change. Very chill guy, but many people are afraid of him. Like when he comes to the school, they tell you all these stories about him, how he's dangerous, how he's deadly and everything. I was like, who cares? And I went to talk to him. Very nice guy. He would always call me, advise me. He took personal interest in my life. Yeah, he took personal interest in my life. Like he would tell, at the point, like when you're in final year, he would take over most of the classes because he's a very brilliant math teacher. Like he really understands the math. He can really explain math concepts to you. So mostly he takes the final years. And because I was close to him, he would always tell me that if I scored less than anybody in the class, I would be punished. And that was like a sure thing. He would punish me. I dare not score lower than anybody in the class. Yeah. I recall one time he came to the class and he was mentioning the scores and he started from the bottom. So like, if you had a low score, he would lash you based on your scores. And he kept on checking the names. He kept on going. I wasn't at the lower scores. Then he mentioned all the names and the highest person had 9. And I was like, you didn't mention my score. Then he went back and looked at it and everything. Like my heart was beating because I didn't like the punishments, right? He checked. Eventually I had 9.5. Like, bro, that day I was so scared. I was freaking scared. Yeah. I was very scared because he would like, he was always on me. The slightest thing I did, he would punish me. But he really helped me. So personally, I have a different view on him. Again, the negatives and everything, I understand all that. But yeah. If you ask me about Casa, I say he's a good person. Many people don't agree with that notion. But I personally, he was a friend to me. He was a good person. Again, stories aside, he was a good person. I really appreciate him. Indeed, it was that. Like you should have seen me. Like that day, like my eye became red. Blood was pumping because nobody likes breaking ants hills. Nobody likes weeding. Nobody likes like it was pressure. Yeah. Yeah. So classic. I was trying to say this. Classic knight versus bishop. The knight cannot go anywhere. The knight can literally not go anywhere. So you draw this and you look at where the knight can go to and you realize that the knight cannot go anywhere. The reason I'm not commentating on this that much is because there's really not much he can do. Because look, even if we get, let's just make a random move. Even if we get this, bishop takes and king here, it's not winning. It's not winning for white. Because you take and I just promote. It's over in many generations. So that's why I'm not even bothered. Like I know it's winning. But yeah, I think Asa is a good person. When I pass by, I'll go and look for him. I don't know if you remember me. What I do know is that mostly it's after siesta. Is it during siesta, after siesta that you guys are allowed to train and all that stuff? So I can come after siesta and then come and see you guys. But here, black is cooked. Sorry, that's it. Black is struggling. White is cooked. Maybe black doesn't know what to do. That's why black is struggling. But this is just basic, like it's easy. At this point, since this knight cannot move, it's quite easy. But you do have to be a little bit careful, right? You have to be a little bit careful. A commencer Kwapon house. No, you just give me the date and I'll like we can settle on the date and I'll come. Of course, I think you're on vacation now, so next year. Next year, the whole of not the whole of January, the first half of January for me is kind of booked. So I can come from when are you guys reopening in the first place? I would like to do it as early as possible. Because things come up for me like water. It's so as quickly as possible if I can come out. 10th February. Wow. Close to Valentine's Day when the girls are thinking about I don't know if Valentine's Day is the same way it was when I was in the school. Why is Marigold defaulting that white is far better and knows what to do? I think Marigold, you just want a good you just like a good comeback story. I think that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a comeback story here. I mean, yes, I agree that black could fumble, but it's highly unlikely. Let's look at A5. Because if we get this, maybe you have a point. But the problem is that your opponent still has to make a move. Because here you have to make a move, and there's no good knight move. Actually, wait. Yes, there's no good knight move. Because the moment the knight moves, then you get this. And that's where the problem starts. Like, it's a problem. Like, I don't see it working out. So I don't know what exactly you're going to do here. Because if you play this, I can take. Maybe you take this way, and then I come in this way. You are fluctuating between 790 and 800. Work in progress. Stop playing blitz. Start playing 15 plus 10. Play with increment. Take time to think. It really helps you. Many people underestimate that importance. Again, this is something Aman Hamilton will disagree with. I don't know why he disagrees with. I really wish he would explain why he disagrees. He normally disagrees with like traditional ideas in chess. He says that if you want to play only blitz, play blitz. But there's a reason, like nobody discourages playing blitz entirely. But like if you want to improve, at least from the beginning stages, it makes sense that you should always play rapid. Nobody's saying don't play blitz at all, but you really slow down your chess progress. Again, I follow Chess Bro, so I watched the video where he mentioned it. But I think one of his streams, he said it randomly. Again, he didn't despise the traditional. He says that it doesn't matter. You can do what you want. That's what he says. So you finally got H5. Is the lion queen Toby? I don't think so, yeah. I think in all counts, black should win this. If black draws this, I'll be very shocked. Worse off if if white wins this, I'll be very shocked. If they draw this, I'll be quite shocked. I mean, kudos to white for still trying to fight, but I feel like this is not one of those positions. Hmm. Imagine you played a game well, and all you did was play king f1. Imagine, and it's hard to tell that this is where everything went wrong. Again, the engine finds a way to defend, but like this is just funny. It's very sad. First thing that comes to mind is this. Reason being, I don't know what he's going to do here, but like any random move, for example, let's say this takes, this guy has nowhere to go. This knight has nowhere to go. Remember, it's a problem. Because the knight would have to go back. Then we could come here with our king. And once again, I can take. She take. It's so easy to find the wins, you know? So why you go? It's so easy to find the wins. I could have missed something in that line. Who knows? I mean. Oh boy. It's almost one. Oh, okay, they don't hold any for the senior high schools, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll find a way to do it. Don't worry. I think majority of where we are getting the people are from the primary schools and the universities. I don't know. Ooh. They are quite good. I mean, from what I know. Uh. I don't know what I mean. Like sometimes I wonder how the commentators for like Grandmaster games, these long games, I wonder how they do it. Because like as it stands, I have nothing more to say about the position. They would find a way to keep talking, but I have literally nothing to say about the position. It's like -7. You've heard? That's yeah. Unfortunately, I never represented a school team. The time I had the chance to represent the school team, what was it? it was my last year, and that was the first. Like mostly, I had a high losing record because I was always often playing like the top two guys, Aisa and Polo. So we were recording all our games and our wins and our losses, and I had a very high loss record. So I was never selected. It wasn't until one of the days when we're doing trainings, like the team was training and I joined, and our coach was like playing a Simon against us, and I beat him. So I was the only one who had ever beaten the coach. Once I beat him, he says that now I should join the team. And unfortunately, I don't know if it had to do with ID or something. Like it was a dumb reason for which I don't know why I didn't like prepare ahead of time. So I wasn't able to go. That time we're traveling to Nigeria. I wished we were going to play it in Ghana, but that time we had to go to Nigeria. And I hadn't done something, so I couldn't play. Unfortunately. But fortunately, when I got to University of Ghana, I started representing the school. No, that's actually the engine's best move. Knight B1. Definitely, I would. I don't know. Next year is an Olympiad year, so I don't know. If I can win the nationals, I'll definitely play in the Olympiad. So yeah. I mean, it's two things. The problem is I can't really be active in tournaments, right? Like if I could be just playing tournaments and raising my rating so that by December I'll be part of the top 10, that's an easy qualification. At least to phase 2. Phase 1 sometimes is annoying. A top 5, I think. Top 5? Yeah. I'd like to at least go for the Olympiad once. You hope to see me in the Chess Olympics or hope to see the Chess Olympics? Trust me, if I ever went to the Olympiad, everybody will know I existed. I'm going to make myself another cup of coffee. I'll be right back. This is going to be like my 3rd cup of coffee in the morning. I know it's unhealthy, but I'm like that. I'll be right back. Oh boy. Oh, you're hoping to see me at the Olympiad? Oh yeah, everybody will know I've been at the Olympiad, trust me. If you are watching a live Olympiad stream and you hear someone shout, "Yo, Magnus!" That's me. Like, I'll make so much noise. Even though I'm part of the team, they'll ban me from playing. Yes! Played in London! I'll go to Fabi like, Fabi, how does it feel to lose to the Scandi? Like, just making noise all over. Unfortunately, the coffee is kind of like finished. I couldn't really get enough. So it's basically like I'm drinking milk. Unfortunately. But trust me, that's what I'm going to do. I feel like if I can just get one good year of training, I'll be able to qualify. I do believe I have the potential. I just believe I'm not so, like, diligent with my chess training. I think that's my only problem. And it's something I've been saying for many years that, like, I want to train seriously in chess, but I start and I stop. I start. If I can be just consistent, like when I was in the university, like, by now, I think I'll be much stronger. I might not be the strongest, but at least I should be able. I mean, it sounds like it's a price thing, but I think I should be like top 10 if I was training diligently. I think I have that potential. But now I kind of like question it because of the people that are coming up. The kids that are coming up and they are coming up fast, right? I have to find a system to beat them. You can go and check out the YouTube channel. I played this game against what's his name? Mauli Richardson. If you're on YouTube, you can just go and check the video. You could see how he was. Why aren't I training? I find it difficult to give myself to training. I don't know. I find it very difficult. I do try. It's not like I just sit down and I don't train. I do try, but I don't know. I can't commit myself to it. The problem is committing myself to it. So I do have a lot of like chess books. If I were to open some files, you notice, you see, and I do a lot of like studies. So I have like studies which I can't show for like lines I'm preparing, so many things. Like I do those things, but I'm not consistent. The only thing I'm consistent in doing is logging in to play some chess games. But like when I was in the University of Ghana, I played 3 games a day, and it was 350 plus 10 games a day. Like a day. There were times I would even play 60 plus 30 or 60 plus 60. And I was reading chess books, solved about 20 to 30 puzzles a day. Like I was even killing it on Chessable. Chessable, like I was on Chessable like every day. I was really killing it when I was in school, but these days I can't. I struggle to do it. I wish I really want to. There are times I even set like alarms, and I'm like, the alarm comes, and I'm like, I have something else to do. Yeah, I just can't commit myself to it. Sometimes I even believe that the streaming does help me because I look at people's games. Sometimes I have to analyze and make videos, so that kind of like serves as a bit of training. But I could do much better for sure. Bishop takes. I think his problem is bishop takes, knight takes, pawn takes, king takes. King takes. But this is still good for him. And it's a very, very, very simple reason. You can play bishop here, and your opponent can get close. Completely fine. So many ways to win. So I wonder why Worry Gold was praying for black to mess up. I don't know how black messes up. Because if you look at someone like Clinton really puts in the hard work. Like there was a point, I don't know if he went quiet for a while. He came back and just started beating people. It's like, what? You know, I was talking about something on the page that I have a winning record against Clinton. It's not a flex because like right now the guy will decimate me. We have 3 games, if I remember. I could be wrong. 3 games that we've played. I could be wrong, but that's what like my mind is. We have 1 game, 2 games online, and then 1 game over the board. He beat me over the board, but we played 2 games online, and those 2 games I remember is when we're going to KNUST to play against them. I think it's called was it the Unity games? I forgot what it's called. but sometimes we go to KNUST to play against them. So we went to KNUST, and in the bus as we were going, we were playing some games online, and I faced him twice, and I won those 2 games. That's why I'm saying that I have a winning record against him. But like sincerely, if I meet Clinton 10 games, he'll beat me 7 out of 10. And I think that even the 2 I might even draw. I also find a way to dodge it. Like sometimes go to a library or something. Find a way to do it. I'm currently a night owl, so I do everything at night. I mostly sleep like 4 a.m. But during the tournament, I'll try my best to sleep at like 10. So I mean, if I put in the hard work, I'll definitely do well. Yeah, so I think it's just a matter of like, I say it, but I don't do it. But it's a matter of like just being diligent with your time, finding a way to like allocate and do everything you're supposed to do. Make some sacrifices, you know. Right now, one thing I really need to learn is the end game. I really need to learn the end game, and I need to learn how to like isolate any of my opponent's ideas. Sometimes my problem is identifying the ideas. The next thing is to isolate them. Like Ginger GM says, chess is about stopping your opponent's ideas and pushing your own ideas. So that's why I like the openings I play. But sometimes, like when your opponent really knows the opening you are playing, they can really stifle what you are doing, which is kind of like the problem. So at higher levels, my openings are not really the best. They are like nuanced ways of playing them. Like for example, with the Scandinavian, instead of going like a5 and e6, d8. Is it a5? Yeah, instead of going a5 or d8, you can simply go queen to d6, which gives you more of an opportunity. So yeah, there are more nuanced ways of playing them to get you this, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult. I don't like complex positions. That's why like I always struggle to beat someone like Akins, and I might struggle to beat someone like Dave, because they are dynamic players. They like forcing creative things over the board. It's like I'm saying my weakness. People are taking my weaknesses down and then they'll beat me in the national. But that's my problem. I cannot handle dynamic positions. I like simple positions where everything is understood. Like when you look at the position, you can easily tell what's going on. Not positions where there are 15 pieces hanging on the board and we don't know what's happening. Like I struggle with those positions. Where there are so many intermezzos that you have, I struggle. If I could figure those positions out, maybe I'll be much better than I am now. Time management is a problem when I play Blitz. On Rapid, I don't have that much problem with time management. So yeah, there are things I have to work on. If I work on them, I'm sure I'll do very well. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. This is fine. Calculate it, you see it. Oh boy. He's resigned. He resigned? I see scores here. He resigned. Good. I'm happy. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. There'll be another game. At 3, but I won't be streaming that one because I have stuff to do. Oh, he didn't fall for it. I was expecting him to take this, but he didn't. That's sad. Okay. Yeah. So there'll be another game at 3. You can just use the link I sent originally. You can use those links, and you can watch those games. But as always, I have been Mason. You can always check out my YouTube. If you haven't, you can always like and subscribe. It really does help me out. You need to catch the next stream. I'll stream on Monday, so you catch me same time 9 a.m. No, sorry, not same time, 9 a.m. You always catch me at 9. So you can check out the YouTube. You can follow me on my socials. I'll have to change this link. And what next? yeah, and you can watch other videos on the YouTube, and I mean, comment, let me know what you guys want to see, so on and so forth. But I'll be focused. I would like to make analysis videos on these. I don't know if I'll be able to do them because I really want to focus on like preparing for the nationals. I don't know, maybe I'll find time and do it. I don't know what I'll do, but yeah, I'll let you guys know. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Yeah, peace.